We all want to belong. It's in our nature. Nobody wants to feel left behind, because being left behind awakens a primal fear, a survival instinct rooted in the days when exclusion from the group meant danger and an uncertain future. How often have you felt that you were behind in life? And how often did it trigger an unsettling feeling within you? Maybe you felt the need to push harder, to prove your worth, or to catch up with others who seemed ahead. Maybe it made you question your own value or wonder if you truly belonged. Or maybe it sparked a quiet resolve to grow, to stay true to yourself, to find your own pace, and redefine what it means to succeed in life. I have to confess that I have been chronically feeling behind in life, probably since I was a teenager. Maybe it started when I was a teenager, and I would say it lasted well into my 30s, early 30s. And during that time I struggled a lot with finding a place where I truly belonged. And during that time, I just constantly felt like a misfit and like an outsider. The first time that I felt like I truly belonged was, like, as I said, in my early 30s, and it was at the place that I currently still work. I've been working there since 10 years, and it's a neurodiverse environment where I'm working among people that, some might label as outsider artists. There, for the first time, I felt like that my authenticity was actually something positive, that it was an asset instead of a barrier. And I was at a point back then, really, where I felt like giving up, where I felt so hopeless that I, would ever find a place where I felt like I belonged. And then everything came together in a totally unexpected way. Maybe you're feeling behind in life too. Maybe you are in your 20s. I felt very much behind in life in my 20s. Maybe you're in your 30s. I think these are difficult ages where we compare ourselves with others a lot. I really felt it got easier when I surpassed my 30s. And now that I'm in my 40s, I feel like I can finally relax more and more. And that's really a beautiful thing. And I just hope that this week's diary can give you some inspiration, some encouragement, not to give up, not to lose hope, and to stay true to yourself. Because if I know one thing for sure, that staying true to yourself will definitely pay off in the end. So I'm off to work now. I have to hurry up, and I will take you with me. I'm glad to have your company, and I hope you will leave this video energized and inspired. Being behind in life is such a strange image anyway, because, you are your life. You aren't separate from it, and you certainly can't be behind it. If we shift the perspective, what if being behind yourself or standing behind yourself simply means having your own back, being your true self? If it means that you are exactly where you need to be and that you are enough just the way you are, because you are the path, you are the way, and after all, you're not an isolated entity. You're connected to something greater. You're connected to source, to a higher consciousness. Your unique frequency has the power to resonate with others. It might inspire them, soften their self-judgment, or help them trust their own path. That's the beauty of staying true to yourself. Your authenticity not only liberates you, but it can also empower others to do the same. das denn sein?
Soweit auf ist, würde ich sagen.
Der 23. ist zu. Ich glaube, ich war.
Das sieht schön aus. Meistens kann ich auch mal Kaffee trinken.
I know that sometimes staying true to yourself feels terrifying, and it can feel like you're paying a steep price for choosing authenticity over normative success. And you might look around and see others speeding ahead and think, well, I should be there too. I'm too slow, I'm too weak, I'm too sensitive, I'm too old, I'm not good enough. And these thoughts are so tempting, but they drain our power. They pull us into a mindset of scarcity, of lack. But ask yourself, do you want to live life like it's a race, where speed and force are all that matter? Or do you want to approach it as a beautiful hike, where every step is meaningful and the world around you is alive with wonder? It's our choice, and I think it's important to remember that many people who appear to live a successful life by normative standards often pay the highest price for it, which is their authenticity. Our true self, even if it's silenced for the sake of fitting in, doesn't disappear. That essence still longs to be seen, it longs to be heard, to be felt, to be lived and loved. So staying true to yourself, even if you feel behind in life, will pay off in the end, because in being true to yourself, you are not only walking your path, but you are shaping it. You're creating a life that's real, that's meaningful, and yours alone. And that kind of success can never be measured by how fast you get there, because it's not about speed, it's about depth. It's about the richness of the journey, the lessons you gather, the connections you make, and the person you become along the way. When you stay true to yourself, you start noticing the moments that really matter, the quiet victories that don't show up on a resume, the relationships built by authenticity, and the joy that comes from living in alignment with who you are. These are the things that make a life fulfilling. Not the accolades, not the comparisons, and certainly not someone else's timeline. Every step you take, no matter how small, is an act of courage when it's rooted in truth. And those steps taken over time build something extraordinary. A life that reflects your values, your passions, and your unique way of being in the world. So please, don't let the noise of comparison drown out your inner voice. Don't rush to keep up with someone else's journey and miss the beauty of your own. Trust that your path is unfolding exactly as it should, even if it feels messy, confusing, or uncertain. Because success isn't about arriving somewhere first. It's about arriving as yourself. In case nobody has told you this recently, you're beautiful, you're worthy, you're unique, and the universe wouldn't be whole without you. And please know that you're not alone. It's okay to lean on others if you need support, and your dreams and your passions matter, and you have every right to pursue them in your very own time and your very own pace, no matter if you're in your 20s, 50s, or 80s. Please keep believing in yourself, because this world is a much better place with you in it, exactly as you are.